See our boy Matty. Ooh, wow, he's avoiding traffic. Here he is. Who is this? He's gonna get his camera out too. Good morning, Mr. Choi. What's up, my dude?
How we doing,
How are you, bro?
The soccer game. So I do a lot of stuff at Austin FC.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
And they're playing like
They play Red Bulls tomorrow. But then after the game, I'm going to Berlin
Oh.
for the marathon.
So you running there?
Yeah. I'm helping the crew people run 3:30. And then I'm doing Chicago 2 weeks later. And that one day, I think I might actually try to rip it.
Are you gonna do 3?
I'm going to shoot for it.
And then New York?
And then Korea, which I can tell you more about.
Oh, let's go for a trot.
Let's go for a shot, yeah. See how this shit goes. So one of my mentors was like, yo.
Alright, begin it. So we're just talking, about how like, we're big sport guys.
Yes, this is big sport talk.
So like, we're not coaches, but we talk about how we strategize and shit.
Yes.
And you were talking about how like, effectively, I love playing offense.
Yes.
You're a wideout.
For sure.
So, talk to me about your thoughts about what Leadville was.
Yeah, I mean, I think for a lot of people, like, no different than a marathon or Leadville specifically, like, everyone has a different approach. Like, there's multiple ways to win a Super Bowl. You can have a spread offense and be really small and light and compact. Or you could be a workhorse and be fucking a dog. You could be fucking loaded. You can have a lot of muscle and just be strong and also finish the race. Now, if you look at the people that win the races, they typically have one type of physique. But if you're trying to cross the finish line, there's so many like ways to do that. And I don't think it's like a one cookie cutter thing. So whoever you are out there, play your game, whatever your strengths are, and kind of lean into that stuff and make it your own. So that's my offensive talk this week. Play on the offense.
Who else is ready to go run a marathon? Right?
We're a marathon, man. Let's go. Fucking savage. We're back at the Oculus. I love New York, Dan, because you could just tell someone like, yo, meet me at this building at 6:45.
And you're like, I know. All right, 7.34, what'd you get?
7.38.
You know what's crazy? I saw you, didn't meet you. I saw you last year in the New York City Marathon.
Yeah.
You started right next to me with the GoPro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's this crazy guy?
That race is unbelievable.
And I'm like, 1 year later, we're mates.
I love it, bro.
I fucking love it.
Every time I'm in New York, I gotta see Dan.
Well team, it has been 6 months since I uploaded a video long format to this YouTube channel. There's a lot that's gone on that I need to recap you on. I shot one of the biggest projects of my life that you will learn more about in the coming months. I also attempted Leadville, I got injured, but more on the comeback story is gonna be happening on this YouTube channel. Yes, I'm gonna be definitely doing it again. And I sold the lease to my restaurant, Charlie Street, and then signed on to have my name on the restaurant, The Osprey by One Hotel's Brooklyn Bridge. But that's not all. One of the biggest things to occur in the last 6 months is the 200,000 plus people on this YouTube channel who have subscribed, plus the 1 million people on TikTok, plus the thousands on Instagram. I'm blown away that people want to follow the journey that hopefully inspires them to eat like a legend. I'm very grateful for all of you who are new. I'm also very grateful for you to existing legends who've always been subscribers, but more on that later. Let's kick things off with a typical day for me in New York City, which is, you know, morning routine, bit of workout, followed by some filming and time at the restaurant that is the Osprey by DC. So go off the run, now gonna eat some epic brekkie and then off to the Osprey for work. Oh baby. This is like Joey's thing. 3 eggs in a pan. He's like, yo bro, this is the best thing ever. You should check it out on his TikTok actually.
My favorite breakfast, 4 eggs and a bagel.
Oh, look at that boy, ready. I know Joey does this with butter, but I'm just feeling abo. Not gonna lie, probably still gonna be hungry after this. Legends, the more that I've gone about, you know, training and how we've talked about before for eating for performance as opposed to aesthetics, the more I've like become truly understanding of how important it is to particularly dial in your hydration along with your nutrition. So I think it's just factoring in things like electrolytes, and so just going for that, like, you know, 7-mile run with Matt, and it's not the hottest day out, but I know that I'm going to be dehydrated and my body's starving, so I'm obviously going to fill it with all the amazing nutrients as well. But it's super important to get electrolytes in, and you can lose up to between 350 to 700 milligrams of sodium per hour, depending on how much you sweat. And I'll talk about this a lot on this channel, but like making sure you replenish that is so important. Obviously, most importantly, performance.
because 2% dehydration leads to performance detriment. And so like when you think about that, it's like, well, if you are someone who's motivated by aesthetics, you're not going to be able to perform at what you require to get the aesthetics if you are dehydrated. So, that's why focusing on the performance aspect will adhere to both performance and aesthetic goals and gains. All right, so I'm gonna smash this, watch sport highlights, and go to the restaurant. I'm listening to my body and it's telling me, dude, smash more food right now. So I'm gonna do that. Every morning there's an AG1 in my fridge that I'll use, no doubt, yeah. So we're gonna frozen banana, some frozen blueberries, and we got some milk in there. We're gonna have some hemp chia and also some flax. Oh yeah. There is game to putting on your apron. There's not, I just said that. I will say I've got a unique way of doing it. So when I tie up, I go to one side, just in case you all want to be chefs. Okay, so we've just gotten into work and Chef Aaron has already gotten started on our meats. Oh, what do you got there, Chef?
Beautiful heirloom tomatoes
Look at these bad boys.
for one of our sides tonight.
So we've got a 50+ person sustainable dinner, and then on top of that we still have regular service. So Chef Aaron's here on the pass for daytime, but also going to prep for tonight as he always does. So we're going to have our coffees, and as we do so we're going to talk through strategy. So we're going to get our little handbooks and just go through essentially prep lists and how much quantity we need, what time we need it, can we delegate anything, because then when we get to service tonight we just want everything to be mise en place, everything in its place. It's great. You're going to blister up, and soften up, and then we're going to braise them. So you get charcoaly effort, and then also smoky effort combined with the braise. It's great. So this is actually a really small hotel, but still a hotel. So there's a lot of like moving parts, different outlets. So for me, you got to go get the rest of the ingredients, which is in a whole other section of the hotel. Essentially, there's 3 outlets here at one hotel. You've got Harriet's up top, Neighbours the cafe, and then Osprey, which is what I'm in charge of. So it's currently 11:30 a.m. Service tonight will be around 7. I think that's 7 actually. This is the pastry section. Just going to borrow something. Stefania, can I borrow your wristband? I'll bring it straight back. What's interesting coming from Charlie Street to here is being a bigger place, there's a lot more places to fitting into a store, so time to cook things and prep actually takes a little bit longer. It's good in the sense that you have more space to store things, but it's tough because then you got to allow more time to get things going. For tonight's dinner and ongoingly, we're making the focaccia, and what I wanted to do was make the topping based on whatever we had available. We've got leeks, we've got some shallots, I actually charcoaled them. I'm going to braise them now, that's just like keeping them sealed. And this is the focaccia that Stefania has done. So look at this, that's actually fun.
Yeah, I gotta punch it down.
You gotta punch it?
Uh-huh.
One thing about this roll is I wanted to make sure that I was actually cooking. It wasn't needed, but I wanted to do it. Going in there with a learned mindset, like willing to learn, being open to everything, is a much more perspective on growth mindset than it is to being sheltered and drop the ego. All chefs have an ego. I definitely have one, but like not a massive one. You've got to have a little bit of one, but also just drop it when you're trying to learn. I think it's the biggest thing. And that's one thing I've been really excited for, is coming in and firstly learning from all of them, but then also teaching them what I know. I think that's really exciting too. But I think I'm always learning. I've loved this job so far because I'm constantly learning. Speaking to new purveyors, learning new ingredients. So one of the best things about these kind of jobs is if you come in with the mindset that you know everything, you're gonna lose. It's also why would you want to know everything? One of the best things I love is learning. As I've progressed through the years as a chef, you go from being a line cook, dishwasher, then you become prep and line, and then you work on the different stations. But now it's I'm not required to be here, but my team, Milan, Maddie, AB, the rest of the team know how important this is to me creatively, so I still love doing it. And having these events on tonight, perfect example, because you've got a full operational team, absolutely capable of executing the existing menu. Having these events is exciting for me because I get to like be creative, think of new ideas, get them excited. I think whenever you're building a team, you're always finding ways to add value. That's my personal team. I'm also looking at ways to add value to all the chefs here. So, and that's one thing I've been really excited for is coming in and firstly learning from all of them, but then also teaching them what I know. You know, I think that's really exciting too. But I think I'm always learning. I've loved this job so far because I'm constantly learning. Speaking to new purveyors, learning new ingredients. So like, you know, one of the best things about these kind of jobs is if you come in with the mindset that you know everything, you're gonna lose. It's also like, why would you want to know everything? Like, one of the best things I love is learning. It's going in there with a learned mindset, like willing to learn, being open to everything is a much more perspective on growth mindset than it is to being sheltered and like, you know, drop the ego. Also, one of the best things about this place is how much I'm learning. Like, even though I'm the chef, it's still really important that you come into a place like this and be open to learning, being educated, because you don't know everything and you've learned from a certain amount of chefs, certain different techniques and certain cuisines, but then you've got a bunch of other chefs here who also have learned from their respective chefs and cuisines, and so it's like an opportunity for like a big hot pot of knowledge. So if you come in here with the idea that you know everything, it's the worst mindset. It's also like inhibiting your growth mindset. Love learning, never stop learning. Alright, check this out. So I know we're talking Climate Week because we're doing a climate dinner. Check this out. See this? Alright dude, talk me through this. So this is Lindsay and she created this bowl. What's in the bowl?
So this bowl is made of eggshell, water, and just a little bit of gelatin.
So cool. Lindsay's gonna work out a way to use, as you said, the plant-based sealant and then make sure it's can go through the dishwasher because we're so sick to then use the same eggshells that we use for breakfast or using eggs in general for any dish to then make bowls out of to serve back here at the restaurant, which means one, we don't have to purchase things we don't need, but two, it just shows how you can use stuff and not waste it. This is excellent. Alright team, it is now 20 past 5. Service has started. I know. I kind of got a little bit busy, so apologies. But to this point, we've had pre-shifts, we've done all checks on location. I've done my tasting, which is where I go around to every single location within the kitchen and I taste things with my spoons and it's determined if the sauces are right, if I like the way it's cooked. It's kind of like last checks. I've actually got Chef Diego running kitchen tonight because I'm running the event for the 50 people. So we'll have 2 chefs operational tonight with the team, the squad, and yeah, it should be fun. So let's get into it. It means I gotta get changed. Hey! Got a new pasta recipe we're testing out tonight. This is like part of the fun. So you've got R&D. I've always loved this. So Alejandro is done 20 years of pasta creating. He's got his new recipe. So we've got my old one and we've got his one. His one is better. Not by taste yet, but I like the texture, so we're gonna taste it. Alright, one of these has got the new pasta. That's my one?
Sí.
That's your one?
Sí.
Can you go thinner?
Sí, sí.
And then liver skin.
Sí.
But that's fucking, yeah.
Okay.
From now on.
Okay.
Tonight's clients just come in to check on the tasting beforehand. G'day, client.
Hi. Looks good. All right. Are we going in? Are we going in? Oh, look at that. I approve. It's all right. It's edible. It's amazing. You're great.
We're working a party tonight, so we've got regular menu, then we've got the party. So operationally, we're still working out of the same kitchen. So in theory, it should be fine, but we have to make sure that we're able to systematically work to still execute so everyone here eats at the right time. This can be the biggest challenge. So we are moving today. Things are moving. It's all about timing, planning, execution. All right, that's the end of service. I'll recap in a second. Team has to clean down, and it's just too loud here. All right, squad, check it out. Brooklyn Bridge, great way to sign off a video. This is lovely. This is what I think about recently. It's like, who would have thought 6 months ago when we sold the lease to Charlie Street that not only would my career in the restaurant scene take another step, but it would not be stalling. You know, I thought at one point, like, oh, maybe I'm no longer doing restaurants in New York, but it's not the case. Took it to another whole level, put a name on a beautiful brand that is all about the same brand equity that we have in the Epic Table and myself. So, and I want to say, I owe a lot of this to you, my mates, because without you, this would not be possible. Without my team, this would not be possible. And obviously there's 200,000 plus legends who watch this channel now, which is incredible. Absolutely grateful. So thank you to all of you. And to think that this is what 6 months can do, just think about that for yourselves. And the way that we look at it is like, well, where will we be in 6 months based on that? So it's always opportunity. You are all my mates. Appreciate you. And if you want to subscribe to see what the next 6 months look like, I guarantee it will not be 6 months until the next long form video is dropped. But if you want to, hit that subscribe button, because on this channel, we're to help you to hit like legends. I'm DC Team. I'll catch you next one.